Hi guys, welcome back to I'll Read What She's Reading. I'm Kennedy.
I'm Reggie.
I'm Michaela.
And today we are here to discuss our July book club book of the month, which was Shield of Sparrows by do you pronounce her name Devney? Devney Perry.
Devney Perry.
And I know we say this at the beginning of every single book club episode, but usually we've talked a teeny tiny itty bit about the book with each other. But when I say I don't think we've said anything to each other about it.
I think Reggie just asked a question and it was crickets and she's like, never mind. I figured it out.
I had to keep reading. Legitimately, we haven't said a single word.
No.
Yeah, we haven't.
So
maybe like we've seen things from updates on Fable.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
so this is true.
I need to get my notes out because I've got some.
We're excited. And if you're new here and this is the first time you're listening to our podcast or a book club episode, how we kind of do it is we share our overall thoughts and rating. And then we go into our favorite moments, least favorite moments, and then a fan cast. And then we announce our next book club book. So stay to the end of the episode or fast forward to the end of the episode if you didn't read this book to see what we chose for August.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first? Who wants to share their thoughts?
Are we starting with the star rating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star rating and your overall thoughts.
Okay, I'll go. But I'm so scared. I don't know why I'm so scared.
I feel like you always go first.
Okay, then
In
I'm
the
going
book
to go
club
last.
episodes. You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to see if things change. I'm feeling good about this rating. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel when I was writing down all the things I loved about it, I was like, no, this might be a 4.5 instead of a 4-star read. I knew it wasn't a 5-star read because there were a few things that really surprised me and that I really loved, but nothing that like really like knocked it out of the park for me, you know? But my reading experience was so enjoyable. At one point, I had said something to my husband. Well, like I had just started the book and I was like, I have to finish this book by like Monday or whatever. And I was telling him how many pages. And then he like saw me reading and like the chapter I was on chapter like 62. Like that's towards the end.
Yeah.
And he's like, how many chapters are in this? I'm like, oh, I'm like almost done. He's like, oh, you're reading like I would any second. I was like, I need to sit down and read this. I think I was just really invested, which I wasn't expecting because I went in with really low expectations because so many people were talking it up. So I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, but I really loved it. I loved the magic and the monsters and the betrayal and how brutal it was. Like literally the end of the book, someone put on Fable, they were like, oh, so we get to the end of the book and literally, I don't know like how they phrased it. I wonder if I screenshot it, but they're like, literally almost every single main character is dead or brutally injured. Like,
Yeah.
and I loved that. Like, it's like sad, but it was so fun it was refreshing to read something that was as brutal as it was because it just felt a lot more real. I liked that it was pretty slow burny. And I didn't think I kind of have given up on enemies to lovers a little bit, or I'm just kind of like, if a book says it's like a slow burn or enemies to lovers, I'm kind of just like rolling my eyes like, okay.
Is it really though?
Is it really? Like, we see this a lot in romantasy books. I didn't think that I was going to eat it up as much as I did, but it worked for me and I enjoyed it a lot. And then I think the thing I really liked the most was I really liked Odessa's character. I just felt like she actually asked questions. She had a lot of them, but so did I. But everything that she was saying in her brain, I'm like, yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. And I like that she was asking those because I feel like in some books, I'm like, girl, why are you not like asking questions and trying to figure stuff out? But she was like, I was going on that journey with her and I liked that a lot.
I liked how she was also a little bit in the dark though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of the times you ask a question and immediately get answers. But it was nice that she was in the dark making us in the dark. It was just refreshing.
Yeah. There was something really refreshing about her character too. Like she hasn't been training for her whole life.
Yeah.
Like, yes, she's a princess, but she doesn't really care about like being royalty. Like I I really enjoyed her character a lot.
Love it.
Yeah,
Am I
we
going
just-
next? Yeah.
I don't care. What do you want to do?
I can go next.
Okay, go
Okay.
next.
I think I'm going to give it 4 stars. And honestly, Reggie said most of the things that I loved and whatever about the book. I think so. It's funny that you say that you liked that she asked a lot of questions because
It drove you crazy?
No, honestly, it didn't. There was someone that updated in Fable and said something about her asking questions every other sentence, and I didn't even notice it until I read that person's Fable update. And then I also saw a Goodreads review where someone rated it 2 stars because of that. But what I really liked about this book, and I don't know if you guys had the same experience, when I opened Shield the Sparrows and I saw how many books Devney Perry had written, I was like, I had no idea she had a repertoire of like 30 books under her belt.
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, most of them are kind of like mystery romances.
Mm-hmm.
So going into this book, kind of knowing that after I looked at some of the books that she'd previously written, it makes a lot of sense why there were so many questions and why it almost felt mystery-like, because there were so many things we didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually liked that I didn't know a lot of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I would finish the book feeling really frustrated if all of my questions weren't answered. And obviously one of the main ones was, who's her mom? Which we still don't know. But I like that not all the questions were answered, because sometimes when you have all the questions answered in a book, you're not excited for the next one.
Yeah.
I'm stoked about it.
Yeah.
I also really loved The Guardian. I think sometimes authors try to make these male main characters mean to the point where it's a turnoff, where they're so mean and aggressive. But I feel like he was a good balance
Mm-hmm.
of mean but also sweet and tender. Not to bring another book up, but it's like I'm not going to say what book, but if you guys know this podcast, we had it as a book club book. It's like what everybody wanted a certain character that starts with a K to be like. That's what The Guardian is.
Yeah.
You know? So it's been a long time since I've read a fantasy book and have been excited. And it's been a long time since I've read a fantasy book that felt new and fresh. And that's exactly what this book was. It didn't feel like the magic system was regurgitated. It felt like a legitimate slow burn, which I appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
There was kind of that underlying tension, but it wasn't like they were jumping each other's bones from the time that they met each other.
Mm-hmm.
There was kind of sort of maybe like 20 pages where I was questioning who the love interest was. Kind of. It just was kind of everything I've been wanting in a fantasy book. The only reason I did give it 5 stars was just the beginning felt a wee bit slow for me. I kind of wanted it to like, I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. I'm also going to give it 4 stars. I really, really liked it. I don't know why. Maybe in my dislikes, I'll say like that will be the reason why I didn't give it 5 stars. But there's something about it that wasn't quite 5 stars, but it was still really, really good. And I really enjoyed it. And it just felt like something different and new, but also familiar at the same time.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like I feel like there is a lot of things that we have questions about when it comes to the magic system, but I feel like it's not that confusing.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty straightforward, but there's still some questions about logistics of things, right? And I also really liked, like you guys have said, Odessa's character, where she would ask questions that I was thinking in my brain. And so it's almost like she was asking questions that the readers were having. That's how I interpreted it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, what about this? And then she'd be like, what about this? And I'm like, oh, yeah. She's asking the questions for me. And I feel like it makes more sense for these people to not just like not know her, be from a different kingdom, and just like openly expose all of their secrets. Because I feel like in a lot of fantasy books, they're just like, we've known each other for 5 days. Let me openly express all of our secrets from this kingdom and stuff. So it made a lot of sense why she was in the dark. And if I were her, I'd be asking all these questions too. She just got put in a really unfortunate situation, which I think really made it fun. I don't know. So, like, if she was training her whole life, I feel like it wouldn't have been as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, to be a spy.
Well,
Or,
and like where she kept saying like, what was her sister's name? May?
Yeah.
She just kept being like, oh yeah, like this is definitely what my sister should be doing. She should be in my place. And she just really knew who she was and who her sister was. And so yeah,
Yeah. And we've talked about the Fable a lot, but I feel like if you haven't joined the Fable group chat, the group, some people were being so funny.
So funny.
Like,
so funny. The
picture
the
Cliff.
memes.
Yeah, I was like,
Cliff.
I was like, I hate when people are funnier than me. It was so good. Like, I didn't even think about it, and it wasn't that funny to me, like, reading it. But then as soon as I opened Fable, I was like, wait, this is hilarious.
Mhm.
Yeah, there were some good.
Like, so
things.
funny, so good. And so I think that also added to the reading experience was just pat yourselves on the back in the Fable group because you guys were funny. You guys made me laugh and
Yeah.
giggle. So, yeah, I think it was just, I'm really excited about the next book.
Me too.
I feel like been a while since I've felt really excited about another book like that hasn't been out yet.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, it left you with enough questions to be excited for the next book, but gave you enough answers to feel satisfying.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few books, like one that comes to mind that I didn't enjoy as much was When the Moon Hatched, because I just had so many questions and I felt like the book was so long and none of them were answered.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really excited. I'm looking up right now. When does it come out?
I also
I
don't feel
don't
like the
think-
book was too long.
I don't
No.
think there's a date for the next book.
Like,
I don't
that's
think there's-
what was also really nice about it. It wasn't like this, like, 800-page book. It
was-
felt very fast-paced.
Yes.
Because you had a lot of questions. And so, like, I don't know, there's just a lot going on, especially with, like, the monsters. I loved the monster aspect.
Mhm.
Instead of it being, like, I mean, I feel like there's an overall tone of someone maybe controlling the monsters. I don't know. That's what maybe I'm getting at. But the monsters added a different vibe compared to someone just being the villain.
Yeah.
Did you guys see I think someone posted in the Fable, sorry to bring up the Fable again, that the author posted fan art of all the monsters?
No.
Yes.
I haven't looked it up yet, and we'll
Okay.
share this on our
I think
Instagram
they put
stories.
screenshots.
Because the monsters, sometimes they were kind of hard for me to picture, but the fan art of them is quite terrifying. I'll find it. Oh yeah.
She was, like, they were very
Look at 'em all.
Oh, they're so good. They were really descriptive, but I feel like I could only envision what she was describing. Like, when she said, like, red fur, that's the only thing I could see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not, like, a whole picture. So
Yeah.
that's really cool to, like, see that.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Where
obsessed.
did she have them posted? Are they
It's on her. Yeah, it's
Instagram?
on her Instagram. We'll share it to our Instagram
Okay.
story when this comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, yeah, they're all terrifying.
Yeah.
They're terrifying.
Yeah, I was getting a little scared.
And there's no release date for the next book, unfortunately.
Sad. I have to say, this is what I envisioned. I should have put it in the Fable, but I didn't have the time to go and find it. So you guys know in the Glenn Powell, Sydney Sweeney
Anyone But
rom-com-
You?
Yeah, Anyone But You, where the Australian guy is, like, swimming really fast. That's what I envisioned the Guardian doing. When he was, like, going from ship to ship.
Well, yeah, because he's like got this crazy speed. Yeah.
Anyways, that's what I envisioned. I need to, like, find a clip. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
In the
I know
ocean, he's like, oh,
That's funny.
yeah, that's, I don't know. In the ship, just loved it.
It was just, yeah, it was so refreshing. Just refreshing.
Tree houses. I just can envision it being a really good movie.
Oh my gosh, which
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's been if
The
you're
vibes.
if you guys didn't know this, it has been picked up for a movie, which is really exciting.
Yeah, which is I think it got picked up literally right after it came out.
Which is
is-
wild
yeah,
because this is her
wild.
first fantasy book. Like if you go to the author's note or the acknowledgements, one of her first sentences says something like, you have your book, don't you?
Oh, mm-hmm.
It says something like she's wanted to dive into fantasy for so long. And honestly, as this being her first fantasy book, I'm so
Pat yourself
incredibly,
on the
yeah,
back.
I'm so impressed. It had the recipe for everything that you could want in a fantasy book. And lately, TikTok has been, hyping books up and they've been disappointments. But this one was really great.
What happened to my pages?
I
That's
also
really sad.
Kennedy mentioned this in a Marco Polo, that this is the same publishing house as Fourth Wing, and I wonder if that has something to do with it getting picked up.
Maybe
The
maybe
publishing
Who is it that
house?
picked it up?
maybe Red Tower has some sort of
Connection.
relationship with certain production companies. I don't know. We should probably look up who's picked it up.
Yeah, the acknowledgement says, I wanted to delve into romantic fantasy for years, and I'm so very grateful to Liz Pelletier for giving me this opportunity to stretch my wings.
Okay, you guys ready for this? It is picked up by Amazon MGM Studios. Derek Kolstad, known for the John Wick franchise, is writing the screenplay.
Oh.
John Wick's
Love.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see the monsters on screen.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Maybe, and you know, we should have talked about this at the end when we get into Fancast, but we'll circle back to Fancast.
Yeah,
we'll circle back.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So, great job.
Well,
Favorites?
yeah, I feel bad because I kind of just went all, I spouted all mine out with my review. But I mean, some things that I didn't mention. I really loved Evangeline.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I
Cute.
couldn't help but like picture her as my own child, so that kind of got me in the heart a little. But I will say she talked a little older than. She's 5, right? She's like 4. She talks a little older than I would say a 4-year-old talks. But I kind of liked how I feel like her character just made the book a lot more exciting and interesting with like who her family is and her relationship with Odessa, and you know, there's so many secrets, and adding a child into the mix just kind of made it interesting. And I feel like a lot of fantasy books, you don't really have someone that young.
Yeah, that's true.
So that was kind of cool to like see how this 4-year-old was going to play a role in the plot. I just loved the betrayal. Like, what was the most shocking part of the book for you guys? Because I felt like I did make a note in my phone. I don't know where I was at in the book at this point, but I literally made a note on my phone, timestamp everything, where I said, the Guardian is actually Xavier. Because I knew that the Guardian actually married her.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, his name has got to be Xavier. If like, why do we not know what his name is? And when he said Ransom, I was like, but then I was like, no, I don't know. So that wasn't like super shocking to me, but the betrayal of Jocelyn.
Yeah, that got me.
That
got me.
Yeah.
I was like, this a little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
I was on the treadmill and I literally was like walking really fast, and I literally like stopped and was like,
I think for me, the betrayal, Jocelyn's betrayal was a very big shock to me. But also, I mean, going back to when it's finally revealed that Ransom is actually the prince and he's actually married to her, I had no question the entire time. Once like Xavier wasn't talking and I just was like, he's the real prince. I was giggling though. Just like, because you know how it's so satisfying when you have an idea, and I just was giggling and I knew it. But I would also say that something that shocked me was when the Crux came in and literally cut Luella in two.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, so we're going to kill his mom right here, right now. Just slice her in half.
Or the little boy.
Oh my. Oh yeah, that was so sad.
That was my Goodreads
I recorded
update.
my reaction to the ending, and I was not okay.
My jaw. I was like, this is when things were starting to ramp up.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything was so brutal.
Well, when the Crux was introduced, it was pretty late into the ending. Like it was right towards the ending of the book, so I didn't think the Crux was gonna, like, I thought it was gonna end with it coming, like, and in came the Crux.
Yeah.
But then when it was like, nope, it's dropping down, ripping her into two, I was like, but I'm buckling up. I was like, okay, let's do this. I was not expecting that to be so brutal and happen so quickly.
Mm-hmm. But I liked that because
Yes.
it shows how dangerous they really are.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes with fantasy books, you have this big bad thing that's talked about and it's supposed to be so scary and intimidating and powerful, and then it shows up and it's easily defeated.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of liked the brutality because it made it feel way more high stakes. And going into the next book, it feels like
Really
Yeah.
all
high
these people
stakes.
are dying. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I feel like kind of like what you said with Evangeline, she also makes things more high stakes.
Yeah.
You know, like she's
Do
young.
not touch my Evangeline.
Actually, you know what also got me? It was the sister part. Like her being his
Oh,
sister.
oh,
I
yeah.
had no I knew, kind of like maybe I shouldn't have put it in the fable. Do you think people were mad that I put it in the fable?
No,
No,
about the princess.
Because
Yeah.
I think
Girl, no, I think
everyone was
everybody
picking up
knew.
on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And see, when I started the book, I was like kind of rolling my eyes because I'm like, okay, this is going to be the big plot twist of the book, and we're all going to be like, woohoo. But it just worked.
It
like,
worked.
even though I knew it was coming, I was like so satisfied with it.
Yeah.
Well, I knew, but I was like, how does everything fit into place?
Mhm.
Yeah.
With like them saying Evangeline's Xavier's daughter, but I was like, she
Family
said
tree.
she said she was a princess. Are they lying to her? Is she just saying she's a princess to like make the whole thing? I don't know. You know, it was very satisfying getting all those answers of like, how does everything like fit into place where it makes sense?
Part of me wonders if really it was so satisfying and worked so well because she has written mystery.
Yeah.
Because to be able to draw all those, like, not saying that not all fantasy authors can do that, because they can, but I feel like it was with mystery, not to say that's all you have, because that's not all you have, but with fantasy there's so many other things that can bring intrigue and interesting aspects into a book, whereas with like a mystery book, it's straight up just solving what's happening. I don't know. She did a very good job.
Yeah.
Do you have any
Yeah.
other favorites?
Oh, I really liked their first kiss.
Guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I'm so ashamed to admit this. I was listening to it while I was packing up to go to Bear Lake, and I don't remember it.
That's okay.
I don't remember their first kiss.
It's
It
when
was-
they were in like the field and they're like just getting in each other's face. They're like angry with each other.
Oh yeah, because it's after he tells her.
Yeah,
It's the training.
the training thing. Yeah,
Yeah, and he's like pushing her.
yeah. And she's
She's
all like,
pushing
"I hate
him
you. You
around."
lied to me." And then it
I'm
was,
so sad. I was zoned out during that. Oh.
do you want me to read it too?
Yeah, will you?
Read it to me.
Yeah, I just like. I also think it's just. I just don't have a lot of love for a fantasy book where there's just this like sexual attraction from the get-go, and it's kind of driven by sexual attraction. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like obviously this entire book, you know, she's got eyes for him, but she's like, her internal dialogue, she was really battling it. It wasn't just like yeah, I don't really like him, but oh my gosh, he's so hot. I felt like there was really like, I felt the internal battle with it, which I really appreciated. And I could see why, like, I kind of hated him too for like leaving her in the dark, like lying to her. I can see why she would be so angry. So I really felt that like love-hate, and it wasn't this big like sexual attraction thing. Like, yes, he made jokes to her that were kind of like, but it wasn't anything where I was like, okay, we get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It was just too good. It was like the perfect amount of like romance to like actually the fantasy world. I don't know. And it wasn't even very much romance compared to the rest of it. It was just like, I don't know, just the perfect amount. It wasn't too much, wasn't too little.
Yeah. I would give it like 30% romance, 35% romance. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm very interested to see how the next book is going
Is
to
it supposed to be 2 books? I don't know, actually.
I
I
don't
guess we probably don't
I
know.
have no
I don't
idea.
know.
Do you want to give your favorites?
Oh, have I not given my favorites?
Do you want to add any others?
I feel like I just really kind of like the same as you. I really, my favorite part is when he goes and checks to see if she's okay. Like he's checking to see if she's wounded. I don't know.
You didn't get your 10 to wounds moment though.
I didn't get my 10 to wounds moment, but just like him immediately going over there and checking her. I don't know. So cute. And then the whole, kind of like you, the whole reveal where but it was just like, you're like, I'm so excited on the edge of your seat to like finally hear a confession from him. And then it just, her internal dialogue of like, he's my husband. I can have feelings for him.
She's like, oh, I got the green light.
Yeah. So I think, I really liked it. So there were a lot of likes.
One other like I wanted to say, because we kind of have touched on, I think Michaela touched on it, but trio, is that how you say it? The tree house town?
Oh.
I loved that. It was so cool, so unique. I feel like I could picture it vividly. It also helped that the inside cover of the book is trio. But just such a cool way. Like, it's not a cool way. It's such a cool environment, and a good chunk of the book took place there.
Yeah.
Gave me Tarzan vibes, I honestly would love to live in a treehouse.
Yeah.
So I just loved the setting.
Let's do a reading retreat in a treehouse.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I was thinking of that resort I stayed at when I went to Cabo.
Yeah.
It was like giving that, and then there's also this like insanely cool, this is probably not interesting to anyone, but like there's this really cool Airbnb I wanted to stay at when we go to Norway, that they literally like, it's built onto the tree.
You gotta do
it's
it.
not just like it's literally like it's like the tree is what's holding, I don't know how to explain it.
You gotta do it.
It's not like, anyways. And so yeah, it just like felt well, and then like the rope to get down, like it was kind of giving, like, like you read Magic Tree House as a kid.
Yeah.
Watched Tarzan.
Yeah.
It was just like, this is it, but grown up.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Loved it.
Yeah, so good. Now that we've gushed about it, you guys are probably like,
Well,
why
what did
didn't you
you
give it
not
5
like?
stars? Who wants to go first and give a dislike?
I guess I can.
Okay.
For me, I didn't love how obvious the plot twist was. Obviously, it worked for me and I enjoyed it. But I would have liked it for me to be like, I would have loved to have questioned it more than I did. I didn't really question it. I was just kind of like, oh yeah. And I don't know if it's just because I've read enough fantasy books that like, I kind of know where authors are going sometimes with major plot points, But I wish it would have been like not so obvious. I don't know how she would have done that. But that was like one thing.
I wonder if like Xavier would have put in more effort.
Then
maybe I would have questioned
convincing,
it.
Yeah.
But obviously he didn't really care that much.
He was nowhere to be found 24/7. Yeah.
No, but
for sure.
My other dislike is I just dislike that we don't know when the next book is coming.
I'm going to dock the stars because you don't have your
kidding.
book out.
I don't know. I just think that there was something. Yeah, like I said in the beginning of the episode, like there wasn't anything that absolutely knocked my socks off where I was like, this is, I don't know. I really, really, really enjoyed it, but there was just a little something, I don't know exactly what it was, that it was missing for me to be able to say like, this is 5 stars. So
listen, a 5-star read is a feeling. And I think the 3 of us are rather stingy with our 5-star reads. So
a little too much probably for me.
That's okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
What did you not like?
I think looking back at the book in whole, I understood where her family was coming from with like her mom being like her stepmom and her mom and dad having that biological daughter, but I felt like I don't know, I just felt like kind of like she was cast off, but her dad claimed to have loved her mom so much. I don't know.
Part of me wonders if there's some truth to what's his name, Samuel?
Yeah.
What he wrote in that book.
Yeah.
Maybe her
Maybe
dad killed her
it will
mom.
be answered and it won't be
Yeah.
a dislike. But I was like, she's a princess and she's literally had, I mean, she's had some training, but I was like, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it added the overall, it needed to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I was just bugged by it a little. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty much it.
I think for me, my only main dislike that I can really think of is it took me a long time to get into this book. And that's, I think, more of a me problem than anything. I've been in a really, really, really bad reading slump. And also I had a bad attitude when I first started this book. I think I told these two, I'm like, this is not what I want to read. I am not in the mood to read this. I updated in Fable and said, I am not in the mood to read this book. So hopefully it doesn't change my opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
And thankfully I still really enjoyed it. But it took me probably 35% to be like excited to pick up the book. But that's a me problem. And that's on me. But
Well, yeah, but your reading
Still,
experience
yeah.
plays a part into your rating.
Yeah.
But I will say, I had the audiobook on Hoopla, I had the Kindle copy on Kindle Unlimited, and I had the physical copy. That is like
What
peak
dreams are made of right
reading.
there. Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to say, this is such a tangent. I'm so sorry. But you guys, Michaela has a Kindle. It happened. We got her a Kindle on Prime Day. So now she's going to have peak reading experience to have all three as well.
Reading experience.
Sorry, that was a tangent. Anyways.
Everyone clap for Michaela.
Yes, please. Please, please, please. So yeah,
I opened it.
It's okay. You just got it today. As you can tell, we all really enjoyed this book. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too, because it was a good one. It was a good
feel like
pick.
We got to talk about the ending.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
theories.
Sorry, unless there was any other dislikes.
No. I was gonna
getting
go into the next
that we're
thing,
like,
yeah.
we don't. I don't know. Were you guys so confused for a second when he was like looking at that woman? I was like, why does he keep staring at this naked woman's body?
Yes.
And for a second, then I was like, wait, that's not her.
Yeah.
And then it was like when he said that's
What grabbed him?
I was like, oh. I had a feeling like, yeah, there's something special about her.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have guessed that she is pretty much, she's a crux. She,
Could
like, how,
be, because she also has that pendant that matches the book with all of.
it's like, is the pendant keeping her from,
Is she a goddess? Is there
we don't
only gods
know.
or are there goddesses?
I don't know.
I think
too?
there's goddesses as well, but
I wish I would
also
have taken better notes because I'm like, I want to know how it would make sense. Like, obviously her hair.
Oh,
I'm
is
like-
she the mom?
Huh?
Is she? Wasn't
I
it
don't-
red?
yeah,
her hair-
the naked woman, her hair was red, but it could just be that like she's a
He said
descendant.
it's the same hair. It was the same hair. Like, he touched the hair with the same hair as my Odessa or whatever.
I mean, obviously, there's something with her mom because we have the Voster. Is that how you pronounce it? Voster?
Yeah, I think so.
That want her. She can feel magic from them. She has the pendant.
Mm-hmm.
The Crux have red hair.
Mm-hmm.
There's obviously something going on there, and maybe the pendant is something that's
Oh,
keeping
okay.
her from being a Crux.
We didn't get a ton of responses on this, but I don't know if you guys saw, I posted on our stories
Mm-hmm.
today and said, what are your theories? Someone said that they think that Odessa is going to shift into a Crux the next book. Someone says that she's Queen of the Monsters.
And that's why they're attracted to her.
Someone also said that the Crux that he killed was Odessa's mom.
I think I would hate that.
Did you
I
also
do.
guys get the vibe that he can read minds?
Yeah, at times.
I was getting that vibe sometimes because there were a few times where he would say something and then or she would say something and then he would respond, but it was like her inner dialogue. And I was like, this
are
is
we going to have a
giving-
you-know-who situation?
Yeah, I was like, this is kind of reminding me of a different book, which I never picked up on that the first time I read it. But I'm like,
Didn't she say a lot of things in her brain but accidentally say them out loud? A lot?
I think she did do that as well. Because I remember being like, oh, did I say that out loud?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe.
but her blood isn't green. Only his is green.
I mean, I think that she is going to be like a major point in defeating the Crux somehow.
Well, think about it. If
She's gonna sacrifice
she has
herself.
to, there was never any reason for why she has to dye her hair, right?
No.
She's just always been told that she has to dye her hair.
That's why I'm thinking her
It's her
mom.
hair.
Yeah, it's the red hair has to signify something along those lines. But
then
you could
does her dad know that she's that? Then like, why would he? I don't know.
Not. I don't know.
But then why would he tell her to dye her? I don't know.
There's
so many
questions. The mom is going to be the missing puzzle piece to it all. And I do wish maybe a little bit that we got a little bit more answer to the Voster thing. You know, when they're standing and Banner's there and the Voster wants to take her and there's this scuffle.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to the chapter. To the next chapter. I was so mad. I was waiting for there to be some sort of revelation about them. And then it never was revisited. So that kind of bugged me. But she's got to be Crux.
Yeah. I feel like the necklace is like keeping her from like turning or something. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll see.
It's all vibes for me in my brain. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right now, they're currently separated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's going back to her dad.
No, I thought she was going to the city. That one city that...
what's it called?
I can't remember.
Alisaria?
It's on.
Yeah.
She's with the dime guy. He took her and Evangeline on a horse.
Yes.
And he's in Elder. He is, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're separated, yes.
They're separated. Can't wait for the reunion.
Alisaria.
Yeah, I don't think it's on the map because we don't know where
Sorry,
it
she's
is.
not going back to her dad. That's right. That is correct.
Because I don't think she would go back.
But also, I don't think the Voster are evil.
I don't know.
I don't think they are.
I'm getting mixed signals.
Because I remember in the last chapter, before we get Ransom's point of view, she was like, if Ransom trusts them, there's a reason he does.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put my faith in Ransom. That they're going to be good. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Guess we'll see.
I don't know.
Do you guys have any other theories?
I don't think so. I was just looking at a Reddit thread of people's like thoughts, but
I have a theory that maybe, what do they call him? Ransom? He's not keen on looking for a cure, but I feel like he's going to have to find a cure for someone else. Maybe her.
Oh, it's going to force him to find a cure because someone else gets it.
Yes.
I could see that.
Like, I don't know. That's maybe a theory-ish.
How crazy was it that we found out his mom created Lysa?
Yeah.
But it was activated by a bite. I just thought that was so cool. And the entire time that whole chapter was playing out, I just kept thinking to myself, oh, it's a super soldier serum.
Yeah.
Cool. I just think that's so cool.
Yeah.
There were just so many cool things about this book that we've said this 500 times that just were unique. So,
yeah, I think I'm really excited to see how everything's going to go down in the next book.
Me too.
It may continue to be brutal, unique.
That's my expectation.
Yeah.
Well, I just saw something that I thought sounded interesting. Someone said, this is just on a Reddit thread, okay? They said, interesting how she took off of the cliff, like jumped off the cliff. She said herself that she felt like flying. And the Guardian said she was like a bird, and that's why he called her Sparrow.
Well,
but isn't she the Sparrow?
Yeah, she's called, yeah.
But still, Sparrow. And then as it turns out, she's likely going to end up being related or is a Crux in a way that we don't know yet. So just kind of all those bird
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
That's got to be what it is. But once again, the thing about theories is that sometimes I get disappointed in the actual book.
Yeah.
So I got to kind of not dig too deep.
Yeah.
So, okay. Fan casts. You guys ready? Let's do it.
Okay.
I'll go. Let's do Ransom / the Guardian first. Okay. Listen. Someone in the Fable group said that he was the Witcher. And then the only person I could picture was Henry Cavill the rest of the time. And I know that's basic, but that's just what I pictured in my brain. Okay.
You know, he would be great.
I'm not saying that's who should be cast because he's a little old. Maybe cast the guy who is playing Superman because he's a Henry Cavill lookalike. You know?
Yeah. No, I don't think that's bad.
I know, but it was just, you know how when someone says something to you and then you can't picture anything? I just couldn't get it out.
Yeah.
Because if you guys have seen The Witcher, he's got like the hair and just like the
macho.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got the macho.
So, anyways,
I
you
like
guys probably have better.
I like it.
Well, it's not like it's a good fan cast. It's just my realistic of who I actually picture.
Yeah.
So
I didn't have one. I have someone for Odessa and Xavier.
okay.
But I don't have one for him. Like, I just couldn't. And I think because I had someone in my mind for Xavier, once I realized that they're like cousins, then I was like, oh, they kind of need to look similar-ish. Not that they have to. I was struggling.
That's okay.
But I couldn't think of anyone. In my brain, this man doesn't exist. I don't know. Who you got, Michaela?
His name is
She has Google pulled up, so you know it's some model.
No, it's not a model. Okay. Calhoun Segoman. He was in Shadow and Bone.
Let me.
Who did he play in Shadow?
Let me see a little look-see.
I don't know. He's a macho guy.
Who did he play in Shadow and Bone?
He's like the side character. I don't
Matthias?
I don't know.
That had to have been who he played.
He's like the one where they're like,
Oh, from yep, yeah, I think that's Matthias. Yeah. Look at him.
Oh yeah, he's ripped.
He's ripped.
he ripped. I think he's also tall. He's a big guy. Anyways, I was trying to do
Someone new.
something different.
I like it.
And I what was his? Did he have dark hair?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's got light hair. Could change.
Give him some hair dye. It's all right.
He's 6'4". That's pretty dang
That's
tall.
That's pretty tall.
Anyways,
That's not bad.
that's who I pictured. That's like
Love
the
it.
first person that came to my head. I've only watched like a few episodes of Shadow and Bone, and that's who came to my head.
That's not bad.
Interesting. No, I like it.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Okay,
The
I'm
Rock.
sorry. I'm sorry.
The Rock.
With a beard and long hair. Yeah.
Wait, him playing with a wig? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, him be the king?
Yeah. Okay.
Just kidding.
Odessa. I don't have one for Odessa. I mean, who pictured in my brain was friggin' what's her name? The Cohen girl.
Abigail
Abigail
Cohen.
Cohen.
Yeah.
She has red hair. My fan casts are never good, so
No,
I'm gonna
I-
leave it up to you guys.
I picked her.
Oh, you
I
did?
picked her too.
Oh, okay.
And Sadie Sink.
Yeah.
But Sadie
Yeah.
Sink might be too young.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think she
here's
might
the
be.
thing. Is I know that like whenever there's a redhead, you automatically think of those two people. But I think it's because one, they are really great actresses. And
Mhm.
two, they're like natural redheads. And I
Mhm.
feel like, especially from like fan art that I've seen, Odessa is like a true redhead. Like I feel like you'd have to cast someone that has like she's got the freckle. Not that every redhead has like fair skin and freckles.
Yeah.
Maybe is that bad to say?
No.
But like I feel like that's what I've seen of the fan art, and you've kind of gotta picking a natural redhead would just make it, especially with her dyeing her hair. I don't know.
My
I'd say like
unhinged,
Abigail Cohen.
my unhinged
over
fan
Sadie
cast
Sink.
was the main cartoon girl from Brave.
Oh,
Merida.
yeah. She would
You
kill
know?
it. She sure
She'd
would.
be great. She knows how to shoot an arrow.
See, that's what I'm
Nara?
saying.
Hire her.
That's what I'm saying.
I think, honestly, I think I would pick Sadie Sink over Abigail Cohen.
Okay.
I just think Sadie Sink would be able to play a funnier character, like a wittier character.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
But Abigail Cohen is gorgeous and beautiful, and she's 28. Sadie Sink is 23. I looked them up. So I feel
Well-
like Sadie Sink would have to be a little bit older because I think they're older-ish characters.
Yeah. But I think she could do it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She could do it. She's very talented.
Yes.
They're both very talented. I really like both those characters, and Abigail Cohen got cast in
What freaking movie
every
is it?
summer after,
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
or every summer. What is it? They called it something different. It's not every summer after. It's because it's a TV show. It's not every summer after they are
I
doing
can't
it.
remember what they were calling it.
I don't know.
But
The Carly Fortune book?
Yeah.
all right.
Do you have a cast for
I have
Xavier?
a cast for Xavier. Don't ask me why this man popped into my brain. But I pictured him the whole time, and I really enjoyed it, okay? I don't know how you say his last name. Lucian Laviscau.
Let me see.
This guy from
Oh.
he plays Alfie
okay.
on Emily in Paris.
Oh.
Because I feel like in
okay,
that,
yeah, I
he's
can
kind of
see
a
it.
quiet cutie, but he's like really strong, and he's kind of got that like loving, like sweet, lovey, but prince, but then also like he fights,
Yeah.
and you know he's got like good face card.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes,
where
that's
like
beautiful.
because she was attracted to him.
Yeah.
You know, I can.
So,
Yeah.
Riddle,
Yeah.
Hear me out. What if he was the Guardian and Rajon Page was Xavier.
Okay.
Hey,
I
wait
did think
a minute.
of that, but I wasn't sure if they felt big enough. I just picture him being so much bigger, but I feel like they could bulk him up. I mean, he's ripped.
He's big.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
we could do
Renee,
it.
Jean, yeah. But which one's older? I feel like Renee.
I feel like Renee is older, but
they would be a good duo. But then I almost feel like them looking this. I don't know.
I actually kind of love that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see him as I would see Lucian as the Guardian a little more.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I don't see Rajon
as Xavier.
Oh, I see him as Xavier.
Yeah. I would
He's
see
just
Lucian.
smaller
Yeah. I would see Lucian more as the Guardian.
Yes.
That would
But
be
for some reason, I
good.
just can't. I just want to see him a lot bulkier. Not that he isn't bulky and strong, because he is, but like, I don't know.
Needs to be a little bigger. Yeah. Get that man some protein.
That's a good one.
That's
a good one.
That's
Thanks.
good. I approve of that. I do.
Ooh.
Is that it, guys?
That's it.
That's it for Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. Very good. We love to see it.
Beautiful book.
And you guys, are you stutter over here? Are you guys ready for our August book club book of the month? Can we get a drum roll, please? We're flipping the switch, you guys. We're doing Not Quite Dead Yet by none other than Miss Holly Jackson. Yes, that's right. You heard correct. We're doing a thriller in August. It's gonna be good. It is
gonna be good. We did what was her last book? We did a book club book of hers before.
The reappearance of Rachel Price.
And this one, so if you're familiar with Good Girl's Guide to Murder, Reappearance of Rachel Price, what's the other one?
Five Survive.
Mm-hmm. This one is a more adult thriller. The concept seems very interesting.
What is the concept, actually? I just hear Holly Jackson and I say, sure.
Wasn't it about she's trying to like figure out her own murder before it happens?
Yes.
Something like that, right?
Yes.
Do you
I think that's
it's
a good way of saying.
Do you think we're gonna get a repeating day scenario?
I don't know. But all I know is Holly Jackson's books are page turners.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not like, I mean, who knows what this one will be like, but her books they're not like super scary to me in the sense where I'm like super spooked.
Yeah.
They're fun, but I mean, where this is going to be adult, I'm very curious. She has not disappointed me. So,
and we've done the romance thing this summer. We've done the fantasy thing this summer.
We've done the dystopian.
Yeah.
It's time for a thriller.
So we hope you'll join us.
Yes.
Join us on Fable.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've mentioned a million times. It really is just so fun. Like, I think one thing that was so fun about reading this book is like, I was dying to know what people, like I would finish a chapter and I was like, open up my Fable. Like, what are people saying? It's so fun.
It is
so
fun.
Please join us there.
Yeah.
And if you don't know where to find our Fable, you can find it on our Instagram under What She's Reading Pod. Our TikTok is the same thing, so come follow along over there. We've got some fun stuff. And we hope that you guys enjoyed this book, and we hope you'll join us next month for our book club. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.